How to sign your first OnlyFans talent in 2024. Now, it's become apparent to me, this is one of the hardest parts of the business for some, and even for others, it's one of the first hurdles that they face when getting into OFM. So for that, I'm here to clear up exactly how to go about signing your first talent, progressing with her, and then going on to sign more talent as well. In this short video, I'm going to give you a simple few ways that you can go out right away and start looking to recruit a model. So to begin, I'll get straight into it. You have all of the available resources to you that you can use to go ahead and look to sign talent. You have all social media platforms, you have Instagram, you've even got smaller platforms such as Twitter and Reddit, which you can go ahead and use to sign talent. You have other methods such as knowing people in real life and leveraging them to try and sign talent also. So when you're outreaching from Instagram, you're either going to be using a personal page or an agency page, which you will create on behalf of yourself. When you're getting into OFM, you're essentially going to start your OnlyFans management agency. So from there, you'll look to want to really start to build out like a brand behind it so that you have credibility in the game, one, for a long period of time, and two, proven results. Why is any girl going to join somebody who doesn't have any sign of credentials? They're not going to want to be trusting of you. Plus, with all the scams out there and other shitty management, you need to be able to tip them over the edge to join your team, to be the person to scale them up. So if you do go down the agency route, I don't suggest this. However, it is something good to build from to begin with. You need to make sure that you have the competitive advantage over all the other agency pages on Instagram. How can you do this? So you want to make sure that your feed is laid out nicely. You have some model examples on the talent that are already beneath you. You need to also have what kind of you do, like in some snapshots on why people should join your agency. Because when they come through, they're going to look at your IG, and that's essentially your first landing page that any model's going to see. Once they receive a DM from you and they go on to check out your page, to legit check you almost, it needs to look professional, and it needs to look like a team that they want to be a part of. And do this also by following up some creators, following up yourself as the director, and then purchasing a few followers so the account looks legit. Purchase likes underneath the post, potentially some comments if you need it to. Now, like I say, I don't suggest this way. Another good way of outreaching actually and to sign your first talent is going to be from your personal page. And now, I don't mean this, if you've got a rubbish personal page with no built up feed media, with like 30 followers and you're anonymous, no girl's going to open your DM and think, this is the manager I want to sign to. So you have to look the part. And people always struggle with this as well and ask me, oh, how do I do that? I don't want to fake it too much, whatever. And you don't really have to. You can make your page look good very easily. You can go to a nice hotel, get your friend as well to take some nice pictures, go for coffee in some nice restaurants, again, get some better pictures to make sure that you'll make it look like you are really living this lifestyle. You're out here printing girls thousands of dollars per day. You're not just going to be in your local area at the Prezzo or something like that, right? You're going to be in these high-end places, mixing with high-end people, living that luxury lifestyle. Alongside this, you might want to have an agency page set up that you can refer to if you do outreach a model and it goes through, something that they can verify your authority or your credentials behind them joining your team. If you have just yourself to say, oh, look, I can do X, Y, and Z, it's going to be very hard for them to believe you and be convinced to come under your management. Now, when you're outreaching and sending personal messages to potential models, people ask me, how do I find girls to outreach? You can easily find models or potential models by going through Instagram, going through explore pages, finding people who you might want to get onto the team, click on suggested accounts. And what this is essentially going to do is bring up a load of more people in the same niche of the account you're already on. And therefore you have loads of leads to reach out to. Make sure when you're sending a message, you stand out. And I'm not going to give you an exact script. We give that inside to the members. We use a Kickstarter for them to start from, because if I gave you it now, hundreds of you are going to go use my exact strategy, exact outreach message, and just flood it in the market. We do, however, encourage you to creatively think of one, split test a few to see what kind of open rate you get with certain messages, because otherwise you're never going to be able to, one, think for yourself, and two, you're just going to sound like the next person outreaching. Another thing that people don't do is following up on potential leads. So anyone who replies to you, anyone who shows you the time of day to even respond or open your message, make sure to put them in like a lead list where then you are going back to follow up. If they don't reply in like 1 to 2 days, you can go back and follow up and say, hey, I saw that you opened my message. Was there more information that you required, etc. Make sure that you're doing this, because this is a way that I see a lot of people losing out on leads. They'll send hundreds of DMs, get a few replies, lose track of them, and then never get to reach up that model again. IG outreach is probably going to be one of the better forms that you can use in 2024. However, you can tap into the more untapped streams, such as Reddit and Twitter. When you're outreaching a girl on Reddit, for example, you might want to go onto some of the subreddits, click new posts, and check out some of the pages there of the girls who are posting. It maybe seem like they aren't posting as well on Reddit. So you might need to do a little bit more research on what an actual good Reddit account looks like versus one that isn't so good. And this can help you differentiate to a girl who is maybe managed or not managed, and then a potential lead to outreach. I would have your account set up on Reddit, would be just either a personal account or some sort of recruitment talent scout for your agency. Do the same here on Twitter with potential smaller models that you think might not be managed, that look like they're running things by themselves. They might be doing retweet groups on smaller pages. These are all giveaways that a girl is running things herself. You can then outreach them, get the ball rolling in conversation, and explain to them how you can help them 2, 3, 5, 10x their results in a matter of months. Another untapped thing that you can do is you can ask female friends that you know to be a talent scout for your agency. What this is going to do is increase open rate by over 50%. As you can imagine, if you are a girl and you're receiving countless DMs from boys, you're just another one that's going to be in the requested folder for ages. However, if a girl comes and outreaches her, she's more inclined to take the time out of her day to check it out and see what she has to offer. Therefore, you may see much further progression into then getting this over to yourself where you can close her as a model. When you're outreaching potential models as well, you don't just have to only outreach models who are already on the platform with a link in bio, etc. There's other girls out there who have always been interested in getting into OnlyFans who might just need that bit more help, guidance, which is where you can come in and facilitate her jumping on the platform in a smooth and professional manner so that she does actually achieve the results that she should get. So you don't just have to do this with female friends as well. Typically with response rates being a bit lower for males, you can ask some of your male friends to also be recruitment for your agency. Obviously with this, you allow leveraging time and money, and you can give them a referral percentage based on doing so. So here's some of the basics on how you can go about outreaching your first model. I would suggest from the information in this video, you go ahead right away and get to sending some DMs, sending some outreach, see what's working, refine your strategies, and then go again. I can't go and send the DMs for you. I can't get better at outreach and perfecting my script for you. I've already done that. The hard part's on you to do that now. Just before we get onto the final way that you can sign your first OnlyFans talent in 2024, I want to say that inside the group, we do tell you exact scripts and exact strategies that you can go and implement right away with signing your model in much fuller and explicit detail so that you can circumvent this trial and error that you're going to have to go through. Now, the last way to sign your first OnlyFans talent in 2024 is simply purchasing a model contract. Now there's many marketplaces out there. We are partnered with a few of the biggest marketplaces, so if you outreach me personally, we can put you in touch and help you circumvent this entire process by simply purchasing a model contract, where you'll then go on to manage her immediately and start printing cash. Right, now you know a few of the ways you can go away and instantly get to sign your first talent in 2024. What is holding you back? After this video, I suggest you make a little plan and implement it immediately. Like any other business model, it's become more popular, it's only going to get more saturated. So you don't have time on your side to be sitting there waiting around on the fence. Whether you shouldn't start at once, whether you shouldn't send that DM, I promise you now it's going to help with all levels around your life when you just get started on it and begin. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and find all details from my personal channel where I drop OnlyFans game, business game, fitness game, all inside for free. You can message me there personally if you want to inquire about anything we spoke about in the video too. Also hit me up on all other socials so we can connect and start getting this cash together in 2024.